Hi, I'm Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking, and today I'm going to share with you probably one of the easiest crock pot dinners that there ever was, and that is corned beef brisket with potatoes and cabbage. St. Patty's Day is here, and everybody here is a little bit Irish on St. Patty's Day. We actually have a really large Irish community around here. A lot of really cool St. Patty's Day parades take place, and like I said, everybody's a little bit Irish on St. Patty's Day. So the traditional corned beef and cabbage, it's an easy crock pot meal. It doesn't take long at all. It's super easy to prepare, and it tastes totally delicious. I can't talk today. As you know, I like to share a little bit of history about some of the holidays. St. Patty's Day is no different. St. Patrick, of course, was a patron saint of Ireland around AD 400. The irony of it all was he wasn't Irish. He was actually a Christian missionary, giving credit with converting most of Ireland to Christianity. But he was actually born in Scotland to Roman parents, Calpurnius and Conchessa. As a teen, he was kidnapped by pirates and sold into slavery and in Ireland, and that's how he ended up then also being a shepherd and tending sheep for them on a Flemish mountain. And during his 6-year captivity, he also became fluent in the Irish language. He turned to God during that time, and he escaped after having a dream sent from God in which he was told to leave Ireland by going to the coast, where he would find a ship waiting to sail to Britain. He's believed to have met up with his parents in Wales before traveling to France, where he became a priest and later a bishop. He was then sent another dream in which the people of Ireland were calling out to him, and he went back and was in Ireland then pretty much for the rest of his life. He preached and converted for over 40 years in Ireland, and the date cited for when Ireland was converted to Christianity is 432 AD. There's a lot of debate. There's so many myths and legends around St. Patrick. He took the name Patrick when he went into Christian missionary work. His real name actually was Maiwan Sukkot. That was his actual real name. But he died on March 17th, which is why supposedly that is celebrated as St. Patrick's Day. Others think he was born that day. There was so much controversy by the clans of where his resting place would be. His body was actually secretly taken away, and we're not really sure where the secret grave is. But they believe it to be in Downpatrick, County Down, where there's a permanent memorial. So that's just a little interesting history behind St. Patrick. He was a man alone on a mission in the beginning. So, the easy part of this for the meal, you only need 3 ingredients really. You need corned beef brisket, which are easy to get this time of year. Most come with pickling spices. If they do not, you can get pickling spices separate. Pickling spices are basically mustard, allspice, coriander, cassia, ginger, peppers, cloves, bay leaves, and some other incidentals. I'll show you what they look like here. See if you can see it. I don't want to spill it. So anyway, but most of them here, when they are coming around for St. Patrick's Day and have the corned beef brisket out, come with their own packets. Potatoes and cabbage, that is all you need for this. It is so easy. So we'll just slip it here and start putting it together. I took a fresh head of cabbage and slice that off. I have a bunch of potatoes washed. I'm just putting in the bottom. You always put your vegetables in on the bottom. Then I'll layer the cabbage in here, like cabbage steaks. Just layer that around. I love cabbage no matter how you do it, so this is another really great meal. It's actually really good for you as well. I mean, it's not a high-fat meal or anything else. And then I just get the brisket ready. It came in a packet like this. And I take it out and rinse it off good. Like that. And when doing roasts or anything like this, you always put it in the crock pot fat side up, like that. We'll just lay it on top there. I'm going to open the pickling spices here, because that really gives the meat and cabbage and potatoes some really good flavor. We'll just sprinkle that around. And if you want to add more, you know, that's up to you. You can, if you have them on hand, like I usually do. And that's pretty big. That's actually quite a large piece. So I'm just going to add a little bit more around here. Like that. Add a little bit of water to the bottom. Just a couple cups, just enough to get the layer of juice on the bottom, because then you'll have the meat juices coming down and providing liquid for you. And then throw the top on like so, and that's it. Let her go. I'm probably gonna, it's already 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna put this on high for a while and get it cooking. But let it go for the day, and I'll show what it looks like when it comes out. And oh my goodness, it will smell so good. A little bit of fun, I'm gonna throw in a picture or two of the Yuengling beer wagon and Belgian team that pulls it. They've been in the Girardville St. Patty's Day Parade numerous years, and Yuengling is America's oldest brewery. It's not too far away from me at Pottsville, Pennsylvania, and they still make a fine lager. So anyway, I just thought I'd throw that in there and give a little kick to you, and for the beer lovers out there. So it's about 5 hours later, and she's done. She is so nice and tender. You can see here how she looks. And I'm just gonna, look at that, she cuts like butter. There you can see that nice corned beef brisket. And I'm gonna set this on a plate here. Another slice off. And then I'll dish up the potatoes and the cabbage and give her a try. There's corned beef and cabbage and potatoes done in the crock pot. Doesn't get any easier. Throw it in, let her go for 5 or 6 hours, and you have a meal. And this comes out so tender. A little bit of cabbage, a little bit of potato. So good, especially on a cold day like today and with all the snow. So there you go. Happy St. Patty's Day, guys. Bye.